I don't think there are any more words to describe Felix Henry.
No, my name is Felix Henry, and girls don't have to remember that name. I'm sure you won't be screwing it later. Self-esteem's pretty low, very low. Like, you know, to be honest, gotta admit, if I was a girl, I wouldn't have sex with myself either. That's pretty bad. So to be honest, even I have to get drunk before I touch myself. You know, when here in Germany, I guess we have a lot of expats here. When you drink, you know, you say cheers or Prost. There's always someone at the table who'll go like, "Oh, you have to look in the eyes, otherwise it means 7 years of bad sex." Ooh, what a threat! You know, 2 more years and that would actually be an improvement. Yeah, but I don't want to seem desperate. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I think my problem started when I arrived here in Germany. Still remember that day. It was horrible. Like, didn't speak the language, didn't know the customs. Some woman kept screaming. I was born here, by the way. I was a very ugly baby, to be honest. I mean, at my baptism, even the Catholic priest went, "Wow, if I would have known that, I would have recommended abortion." Want me to drown it in the font? No, but I should really start doing drugs, you know? Like, you know, when people that are older than you, they come up and start their stories with, "You know, when I was your age." Well, I am my age, and to be honest, nothing's happening. Now these stories of wild and extreme parties, and I'm not talking about my uncle's Stalingrad stories. Like my dad, you know, who, by the way, never did drugs, never touched that stuff, would never, unless he drinks. Then every story starts with, "Oh yeah, one day we get high as shit." And you know me, I got nothing, you know, never drank excessively, never did drugs, never committed crime. All the while my father goes, "Oh yeah, that one time we were high as shit." Yeah, after the 3rd bottle of cheap whiskey, we decided to steal some cars and drive down to Amsterdam to get some hoes. And they were in Canada. And you know, if I want to keep up with the conversation, all I can say is like, "Oh, yeah, right." Like, this one time I was on a plane. I actually unbuckled my seatbelt before the plane came to a complete halt. Born to be wild. Yeah. No, so nowadays I just make up stories. It's very much easier. Like this friend of mine, when he told me, "Oh yeah, this police officer arrested me because I was driving for drunk driving and I puked all over his car." I go, "Oh really?" Well, I got arrested once for doing cocaine out of a hooker's belly button in church. And I puked all over that big black guy named Bubba I was sharing a cell with. So yeah, I can compete with every story. And trust me, I can make up shit that would make Charlie Sheen's press agent blush. So yeah, I was about as popular as Castor Transport. But you know, even that one gets more girls laid than me, so.